What is up, y'all? This is Alex from Alex PC Tech, back at you with another video, and today we're just gonna be doing a video regarding probably a part selection of water cooling part selection. So as an inspiration, we took something from this website. It's called ironsidecomputers.com/nightfall. So I want this all black industrial look. Yeah, I really like how this one looks, and yeah, it's a non-RGB build, something like this. So with that said, we have selected some of the parts. So we have selected a main part. By the way, this is a no money object list, okay, for example, but I did list some alternatives in case we need to, like, there's not enough stock or you want another option. So for example, let's start with the reservoir or the pump press combo. So I went with the pump press combo simply because it is more, what do you call this, convenient in any case, but we can still plan for a separate build. But for this one, I would like to have this. This is from watercooled.de. This is the website, and this is the brand is Heat Killer. So this is the D5 multi-port pump. So they have two options. You can either choose the DDC. I previously had the DDC. It was a little bit noisy. So the difference between that and a D5 pump is that this one has a little slow rate, okay, but still good enough, okay. So yeah, so this has multi-port, so you can fill it up on top. There's a top, yeah. So they have another version where this doesn't exist, so I don't know where you will fill that up, but it's just a pump. I don't know how. You will, I think you will need to remove this for that one to be filled. So this is a 150, and this is the size, okay. So I'm planning to have two of these. By the way, the case that I have is a Corsair 760TT. So let me just show you. So it's this one. Yeah. So it's this one. So as you can see, it's an old school build because I'm using my PC as a workstation and as a, okay, so mine is the black one, so it has red fans. But looking at the inside, yeah, the interior, yeah, this is what I like about that. It has some hardware base and this one. So yeah, so let's check the option for case that I have. So no, let's first go with the alternative one. So aside from the Heat Killer tube from the pump press combo, we can go with Singularity Computers Prosume 2.0. Let me show you. This one is actually really nice, if you see. So yeah, this one, oh, see. However, this is like really expensive because of the machining that they did on this reservoir. See, it's really industrial looking and it's circular. So even if I like have two of these on that case, on this case, I think it will be enough. So one, two, probably two. I think it will fit, but let's see. Yeah. So yeah, so these are the sizes. So I'm planning to have one, or two is actually fine. It's better. Why would I choose two? Because in case there is an event of failure on one pump, you can actually put the entire loop in a single pump, okay? But for me, I think I will do a different loop for the CPU and the GPU. So that is my plan, okay? So here it's a little bit tight, okay, as you can see, but I love the tubing, how they did the tubes here. Okay, so aside from the pump press combo, okay, so why did I choose these two? Because of it, they are D5 and I think they look cool. These combos look cool. Second is the CPU block. Okay, let's go with the first option. The first option for the CPU block, I'm either debating between this one, the Foundation CPU block from OptimusPC.com. There's a ton of good reviews about the CPU block, to be honest, but it's really, really expensive. The problem with this one is it's really expensive at $100, $109 per se, and it's an AM4 block. I know that AM5 is coming up, but I think I'll still stick to AM4 as of the moment because that's like the initial launch of the AM5. Aside from this one, I would also love to go for this one. This is the Heatkiller 4 Pro. Okay, so as you can see, this is all black, which is really nice, and this one has a black and silver kind of tone. Okay, so it's two-tone, and it's also copper. Is this one copper? I'm not sure what. Yeah, you can select copper or XE nickel. So you can XE nickel is even more expensive. Okay, so for this one it's copper, but I like how it looks, and yeah, I've heard a lot of great things about watercooled, about this brand Heatkiller. So yeah, I will really like to try off this brand. Previously we tried the budget options like the Barrow option. It's nice, but the problem with Barrow is that their radiators suck. Sorry Barrow, but I don't like their radiators. Okay, speaking of which, let's go to the next top item on the list, which is the radiators. Okay, so for the foundation block, instead of going for the foundation block, I'm still 50-50, but more or less inclined for the Heatkiller now. But who knows, I might end up with this one just to try them out. Let's see. Next is the radiator. So for the radiator, I'm planning to buy this one, Hardware Labs Nemesis GTS 360. So since my case doesn't have place for two 360s, for example, this case, this one is 280 and the one on the top is a 360, if I'm not mistaken. I think I have to cut off some of the metal, these part, the 5.25 inch drive base. So once we Dremel that out, we can actually put in two 360 of this Black Ice Nemesis GTS. So I'm planning to buy two of these for this build, the 360 GTS. So as you can see, it has a slim form factor, so you can like sandwich it in two fans, but I don't think I will do that. I'll just put one side with fans as an exhaust going out, probably. So as an alternate version for this one is the AlphaCool Nexus V2 radiators. So as you can see, it's from AlphaCool. This is a really, really good radiator, but in perspective of this one, we need to, I think for the thickness, I really need to buy like fans that will accommodate for this one, a push-pull configuration probably. Oh, okay, so there's a fan. It's the ST30 and XT45. I will just go with the ST30 if you ask me, but I would need two of these. Okay, so good thing about this is it's copper inside, see? So yeah, I'm planning, if the GTS Nemesis is not available, I will go for the AlphaCool one. Okay, now going to the fittings. Okay, so since I would like to build this using soft tubing, then I would go with some barbs. So this is a sample barb. This is from EK US, and yeah, this is the price of their fittings. So this one is actually discounted now, so it's $2.25. Good deal. Anyway, in fittings, even Barrow is very fine, to be honest. So let's see this fitting as well. This is my alternate pick for the fitting. So this is also for soft tubing. This is from Barrow. So this is the THKN. Okay, so yeah, this is also great. If you ask me, this will suffice. And yeah, and it looks good as well. See? Okay. So aside from those, so if if this barb is the one that I would choose, then I would need to have hose clamps. Okay, so for the hose clamps, I've chosen these ones that are really industrial looking from Alpha Cool. So yeah, it's like that. So they are called spring bands. So I think this will further serve the looks of the PC more, right? For being industrial. Yeah, I would definitely go with this if you ask me, if I'm going for the EK, okay? Next is for the hose. Okay, for the hose, I would like to have the black hose from EK as well, like this. Matte black. So $9 per meter. So 1, 2, 3. Maybe 3 of these will do in such a build. And if not, for example, if I'm gonna go hardline, I'm gonna go with an acrylic. Yeah, acrylic tubing. So the thing about acrylic versus PETG is that acrylic is a little bit shiner, but it's a little bit brittle and hard to bend compared with PETG. Also, acrylic is really hard to cut. I use a saw, but it's actually worth it if you ask me. Also, these fittings are really nice from EK. I think this is the Torque edition, if I'm not mistaken, or the Classic. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. It's the Torque, yeah. So this is actually really nice for the industrial build. If I'm gonna go for hard tubing, then I would go for these Torque fittings, if you ask me. Alright, still recording, yeah. Next is we have the hose clamps. Yeah, hose clamps, the case. Okay, so as I've said earlier, I can have a case or retain my current case. This is the Corsair 760T, and cut off this part in order to accommodate two 360 rads, one pump press combo here, and yeah, the usual setup, okay? Or maybe two pump press combos, because I think I can place two, one smaller one and one bigger one, to have different loops, okay? Or there's another option for this case. We can have one reservoir here. We can buy one reservoir here. I know there are a couple of reservoirs. I think EK has them as well, that where you can put the reservoir here, a distribution plate here. So I don't know, but for the case, I also have this option. We also have this option. This is the Lee Odyssey X. This is a full tower case, and I would love to build on this case. Okay, this is really nice. It has 3 modes. One is this performance mode. One is this performance mode. It comes in 2 colors, but I want to see the performance. Yeah, so it has 3 ways where you can orientate the case. Okay, so yeah, this one, the dynamic mode and the dynamic R-rotate mode. So you have a lot of options. I think you can go chimney here or here, because this is what happens here is the case will be flipped and you will have a slightly higher case, but it will be a bit narrow. So if you're doing EATX, then this will be quite a little bit tricky, but this case is actually what I'm looking for. See, I'm not sure if you can fit 2 pump presses here, but it looks really nice to me. Or I can still go with my current setup. For example, this is my case, but I have the black one and have 2 360 rads and 1 pump press combo. That's actually nice. And actually, I don't know what to do with this front, or this should be an exhaust, right? So I need to remove this probably and replace it with some grills such as this one. So that's one thing that we can do as well. Now, moving on to the fans. Okay, we have the static pressure fans from Be Quiet and Arctic. So Arctic is, I think, the budget one, and Be Quiet Silent Wings 3 is my choice. So for the example, so this is the 120 version of the Silent Wings. So these are static pressure fans. What I like about this is the warranty. Okay, there's a 3-year warranty, I guess. Yeah, 3-year manufacturer warranty on the Be Quiet products is what is good on Oh, is this their Bauer? No. This is what I like about this brand. And also, it's sleek black with a tinge of orange and white for the branding. So, it's really cool, if you ask me. Next is the Arctics. This is also a pressure optimized fan. This is the 120. It looks cool as well. See, it's only black, no RGB whatsoever, and you have the option for the white fans. So yeah, looks really industrial if you ask me. If you choose this fan, it will look really industrial. But if you choose this, there's a little bit of play. It's a little bit of modern looking, but still really nice fans. Next is, I think that's all for this video. Hit like if you like this video, and please comment down if you see that these parts aren't good, or if you can suggest other parts regarding water cooling in 2022. By the way, what is the purpose of water cooling now in 2022? Just to make our PCs look cooler, and of course to dissipate heat more effectively. Yeah. So that's it for this video. Like if you like this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And please comment down below if you have any reactions or suggestions on which parts, or if you have other parts that you know for water cooling. Hit me up, and see you on the next video. Take care, guys.